family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair. Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 23 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. There was a story this morning in the news. The headline said, Corporate America goes on debt diet.
Yeah.
After a $3 trillion binge. I look at those titles, those headlines, and I say, do I even understand what's going to follow? I don't even know what I'm looking at, Rob.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes.
Gene Goldman knows what these stories are talking about. He is a chartered financial analyst and the chief investment officer and the director of research for Cetera Investment Management. He's going to talk to us about the investment market confidence numbers, which were just released, I think it was yesterday. Is that what my notes say? Yeah, 26, right? Today's the investment market's favorite and least favorite sectors and the gross domestic product data that will be released tomorrow. So let's find out about this. Gene Goldman, you live in a world I don't know that I understand. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I have money, but I don't understand it.
I'm with you.
It's like I drive a car. I have no idea how it works. I don't know. I just have money.
You sound like my dad.
Oh, really? Well, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm just so confused with all of this stuff. There was one story this morning also about, let's see, I don't know about the diet story. What was the one that we might run out of cash if we don't do something soon? Is that possible?
Wait, say it one more time. I missed that. We might lose one of the what?
It said we might run out of cash. There was a story. I'm looking for it. I don't see it here right handy, but is it possible that we could run out of cash?
I mean, I doubt that. I mean, I think with cash, I mean, obviously, cash has become an asset class, given that yields are higher, and it's a good asset allocator. But I think part of it is just people are using other ways to pay. Credit cards, Apple iPay, Venmo. You go through all the different services.
I see. So I think that's what they're saying.
We can't run out of cash. But Larry, to your point about the corporate debt, I think that's a great point. You look at corporate debt today, we are at the highest amount of corporate debt that we've seen ever, historically high. It's $9.4 trillion. That number is scary. I'm scared, but I'm actually not scared. Because if you look at corporate debt, think about this. Rates have been so low for such a long time. Smart CFOs out there have done the same thing that you have done, I have done. We refinanced our mortgages. We took advantage of lower interest rates for the last few years. Corporations have done the same exact thing. So what they've done is they've extended out their maturities and they've reduced their interest rate to take advantage of very low rates. And how do we know this? You look at a simple ratio. You take short-term debt divided by total debt. Historically speaking, that number is around 20%. Today, that number is about 11%. That means companies are reducing their short-term debt and extending out the maturity to take advantage of low rates. I've done the same thing with my mortgage, low rates.
Okay, well, that makes sense when you put it that way. So when you put it that way, it makes sense to me as an individual. Does the numbers that you have to report today and that will be reported tomorrow, is that translatable to the average person, or is that something only the big CEOs would need to be worried about?
So I think you're talking about yesterday's consumer confidence number?
Yeah, those numbers. Does that affect anything I do?
It does. You think about this. First of all, the stock market. Through Friday, we've had 8 weeks in this year. The stock market has been up 7 out of 8 weeks. my mom hears that. My mom is extremely confident. She's like, "Oh, the stock market is great. It's going to keep going higher." She's very confident about that. But how this translates into a consumer confidence report is that think about this: the government shutdown ended, mortgage rates have come down, gas prices have come down somewhat. All this is very confident for the consumer. The stock market is up, and consumer confidence it moved higher for the first time in 4 months. But one thing I think is a more important number is not how is consumer confidence today. It's an important number because it ties into retail sales and the consumer spending. But more importantly, is expectations, and the 6-month expectations of where consumer confidence will be has jumped, and that's good news. That bodes well for the economy going forward.
Is confidence justifiably, are we justifiably confident if the confidence is up, or can we be misled by that? That's a great point, because is it a coincident indicator or is it a leading indicator? And it's a little bit of both. That's why we focus more on the leading indicator expectation. That's a great question. But you think about it this way. If you're the average consumer today and you've seen what overhang the market, let me take a step back. Last year, GDP will probably come in like 2.9%. Earnings growth for stocks up 20%. Unemployment at a near 50-year low. Despite all this, the stock market fell last year. So, going forward, though, if trade war resolves, which we think it definitely will, the Fed stops raising rates, which they have indicated they're going to be very patient, and there's concerns about a recession this year. There's no recession. I mean, I can't say 100% guaranteed, but the data is too strong. A 50-year unemployment rate, or lowest unemployment in 50 years. All good news. Very good for the consumer. So do you predict that tomorrow's news will be good news?
That's a great question, because I'm not a big fan of the GDP report. It's big news. It gets high, it gets press. It's high profile.
Right.
The problem is I think about it, tomorrow is February 28th. We didn't get a number reading on how the economy did 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 2 months ago for the last 3 months prior to that. That's old data. So it's good news to see which way the economy is going. But we look at more coincident and near term. Back to your point about looking at, future data or expectations of data points. One of our favorite data points, which comes out on Friday, it's called the ISM, Institute of Supply Management Purchasing Manager Index. It's a survey of thousands of executives. How's business? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? How's inflation? How's hiring? How's firing? How's competition? All these qualitative questions, and that has a high correlation to the stock market return and to S&P 500 company revenues. It's a great report, and it's the first look at the prior month's economy. We can look at that more versus GDP.
And how about China? How does that fit in?
China is interesting, because China, you look at the trade war. The trade war will be resolved. I'm going to say that, but it will be resolved. And many reasons. There's weakness in the Chinese stock market, weakness in Chinese data. But the most important point: China needs the trade war to end. They really need it, because you think about the old one-child policy from from the 90s to 2014. This one-child policy has really played havoc with their demographics.
Oh, really?
And now China is trying to convert their economy from manufacturing to consumer-driven, and demographics are really destroying their economy. So now they're trying to raise what will happen first. Will they become the world's biggest superpower or the world's biggest nursing home? And there's this big battle right now. And the trade.
Oh no.
And the trade war is really exacerbated. China needs this to end as soon as possible. So this is why we're confident it will end.
So does it really make a difference who the president is or what the president does?
I mean, now we're getting into politics, so I would tread very, very lightly. I really, President Trump wants to run for re-election, and I'm pretty confident he will run for re-election in 2020 on a strong economic base and a strong economy. And some of the data that we saw in December, some of the stock market leaders really threw his plan for a loop, and that's concerning. So this is why the U.S., China's very incented for the trade war to end. The U.S. is very incented. President Trump is very, very incented. So, yeah, and I think Yeah, I agree. So,
Gene, thank you for being on the air. Give us a website so that the listeners who would like to know more can look something up. Is it Cetera.com?
Sure. Yeah, sure. There's two areas. First of all, we have almost 8,000 advisors all across the country. You can find us on www.cetera.com. Also, from a Twitter standpoint, our Twitter handle is CeteraIM, so CETERAIM, and there we post tweets 3-4 times a day talking about the market, talking about economic data, talking about key drivers. So.
Okay. Gene, thank you for being on there with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Are you in New York? Where are you?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, in L.A. Okay. Well, thank you for getting up early. All right, we'll take a little break. Be right back.
My pleasure.
Why not serve a delicious, intimate, and very easy dinner from Honey Baked Ham of Ocala? They have about the best ham produced ever, and turkey breast or beef pot roast or pork roast.
I thought they just served whole or half hams or turkeys that you picked up at Thanksgiving or Christmas.
They have so much more. They have a cafe and do all kinds of hot and cold catering. They'll do most of the work while you get all of the credit.
Where are they?
Southwest 27th Avenue, right behind Best Buy. Give them a call at 861-0011.
The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clays for Kids, a sporting event to benefit the Marion County Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Ingles, Florida on Saturday, April 6th. Call 352-462-0380 for detailed information. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, prizes, and drawings throughout the day. Call 352-462-0380 for detailed information on the Clay for Kids sporting event hosted by the NFL alumni.
America's built and based on liberties and freedoms. Liberty HealthShare brings that to healthcare. The liberty of choosing your own doctor. The liberty of choosing your own hospital. Liberty HealthShare makes healthcare affordable to millions of Americans. Light your liberty, starting at $199 for a single, $399 for a couple. And no matter how big the family, only $529. That's $529 for the entire family. To find out how you can save, go to lightyourliberty.com. That's lightyourliberty.com.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Problems with your AC? Don't lose your cool. Call One Stop Cooling and Heating today. You know, the ones with the bear. Make One Stop Cooling and Heating your one stop for help. And with rebates and off-season pricing, fall and winter is the best time of year to purchase a new system. Contact One Stop Cooling and Heating today for 0% financing options with payments as low as $59 a month with approved credit.
So when your AC goes out, call One Stop Cooling and Heating.
OneStopThermoCool.com. Proud provider of Goodman equipment. CAC 1817167.
The College of Central Florida is committed to being your first choice for quality higher education. CF has locations in Marion, Citrus, and Levy counties and offers more than 60 academic programs. Earn a certificate, associate, or bachelor's degree. With Florida's 2+2 program, a student can complete an associate in arts at CF and be guaranteed admission to a state of Florida university. CF is ranked number 13 in the U.S. for affordability, is military friendly, and offers a full student life experience. Make CF your first choice. Call 352-873-5800.
800-848-2800.
Are you a medical provider that doesn't like to settle for the same boring scrubs? Scrub Paradise in Ocala has a wide selection of top brand scrubs with embroidery available and the newest medical shoes and accessories. Every medical provider should look as great as the care they provide. Scrub Paradise is just off Easy Street next to Shoe Carnival in Ocala. Stop by today or give them a call at 352-873-4368. That's 352-873-4368.
Thank you, Joe. 10 minutes before 10 o'clock. Hope you're having a good, what is today, Wednesday, Robin?
Yes, it is.
All right. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Let's see. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the 28th, the last date of February. Thursday.
I know, but isn't
Thursday.
there an event tomorrow? Oh, it's today. It's the guy playing down in the Villages. The clarinetist.
Oh yeah, Julian Bass.
Thank you.
And his septet.
Yeah, so he'll be playing tonight. So that's one
7
thing.
o'clock at the Sharon Elmore's Performing Arts Center.
And then on
Benny Goodman too.
Saturday is the Strawberry Festival.
Yep, for Habitat for Humanity.
Friday, I skipped Friday, is the first Friday Art Walk.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Isn't there something on Sunday also? And then Tuesday is Mardi Gras, right?
Sunday. Well, we've got the RV show that's going on. And it'll be on Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday and Friday.
There's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Yeah, at the Florida Horse Park. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on.
Well, we'll do our best to try to get the word out. Here's what we would like to tell you. If you are part of an event that's going on and you would like us to share that with our listeners, you just let us know about it. If it's a fundraiser of some sort, come on in. If it's a profitable thing, if you're making money with it, let us know that too, because it's both two different categories. But if it's a profitable thing, you can talk to Tish. She'll show you how you can get on the air to talk about it. If it's a fundraiser, you can talk to Tish about that too, or Joe. Somebody will help you out with that. And then Robin and I will make sure we bring it up on the air.
Exactly.
So what do we have here? Oh, the making of a successful movie. Have you when's the last time you actually were interviewed for a job? It's a long time for me.
Oh my gosh, it's been I would say, let me get this going now. Shannon was 6 months old.
Oh my gosh, well, never mind.
1982, I think, was the last time I was interviewed for a job.
Well, I have
1982.
Laura Burns from Career Source. She's coming in to talk to us. Not today, right? I don't think it's today, right?
Wednesday. She will be here the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, March the 6th. Yep.
Okay.
She'll be here at 9:35 a.m.
So I have some questions that you might need to be ready with the answers.
For a job interview?
For a job interview.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
So we'll do that. First, let me take a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. Jambalaya is kind of a stew that's made with chicken and pork sausage and a variety of other ingredients, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, celery, onions, whatever the secret mix of spices that you're going to put in.
Oh, sounds good. And what is gumbo?
Gumbo is a very thick kind of a jambalaya is served over rice, and it's kind of a stew thing. It's not real thick, whereas gumbo is thick. It uses either okra or filet as the thickening agent.
Filet meaning fish?
No, filet is a type of herb that.
Oh, okay.
that thickens the roux.
The only reason I even know that word is from the song.
Yeah, there's something called filet gumbo. It's spelled the same way as fish fillet, but it's pronounced filet.
Ah, okay.
And it's an herb that thickens when it comes in contact with the roux.
Goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go.
Me oh my.
Yeah.
The bayou.
Some filet gumbo's in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Crawfish pie, filet gumbo.
To explain it to you, if you went to a Chinese restaurant and you ordered shrimp and lobster sauce, you're actually getting shrimp gumbo.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Oh, my gosh. And what is the other one, Robin?
Crawfish pie.
Crawfish pie.
Yeah, those little red things.
I've never had that. It's those little tiny things that look like baby lobsters.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to food. Thank you, Jim. The first one sounds good. Jambalaya sounds good. Yeah, I can handle that one.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Well, I ordered it all when I went to Louisiana back in 1975, and I ordered the whole thing. We went to this backwater restaurant. It was a real dive, but I ordered everything:
man.
the crawfish pie, the
Did
filet
you?
gumbo, and
Did you eat
all
it?
that stuff. Yeah, and it was really, really spicy. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, is where we went, and wow, it was really, really good. And that's the part where they have their moonshine, and you see them pour it out of, milk jugs. So they make their own, but it was, it was really, really good, really tasty.
You're a wild
Something
girl.
you had to, acquire a taste for, but I wanted to
You were
eat
wild.
it,
You were a wild girl.
I know. I've got to get that way again because I can't,
And you'll leave me in the dust if if that becomes you, because I think I'm your anchor. I'm keeping you settled.
No, you're going to have to alter your eating plans to try new things, because I think that's
all about the eating, huh?
I think that's a good thing, because like Jim George was saying last Friday, since he was invited to be a speaker at this electronic seminar and conference in England, he said he was going to stay away from all the Americanized food. He was going to eat everything that was native, that the English people eat, and I thought that was pretty remarkable.
I think
that's cool.
British food just seems safe. I don't have an issue. I don't know. Maybe there's something crazy, but New Orleans seems wild compared to
it is wild
British food.
Yeah, especially Baton Rouge.
Like Italian food is good. Greek food can be good. But I think there's some things in there. We went to that Greek restaurant in Tarpon Springs, and there were people with plates full of octopus legs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that
raw and cooked.
I did not. You saw some raw ones?
Yeah.
There's no way I would eat a raw octopus leg. I don't even want a cooked one.
Well, my folks had some friends up when we were still living up in Wisconsin, and they were Sicilian. And, 100% true. And we were over there for dinner one night, and, my mom started eating something, and it tasted kind of rubbery, and she didn't really know what it was.
No.
And then when she found out what it was, this other person at the table said, well, I like it the other way.
What other way?
That was probably the raw way, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So, they, it is an adventure when you go to different cultures and you indulge on their cuisine. And I really love it. I think that's what's great about Epcot. They have all the different countries there, and if you're brave, you can try some of the things. I'd like to go back there to Epcot. Yeah. That would be my reason to buy an annual pass, because that way we could just go there for dinner and just indulge in the restaurants.
How do you spell Zydeco, Robin?
Zydeco.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, you knew that.
No, I really didn't. I was drawing a blank for that.
Zydeco.
I'm looking for jambalaya in the Zydeco style.
Oh, well, you do that.
I try.
And you'll be playing it Friday night.
I will be playing
Friday.
I don't know that I'm good at it.
Jambalaya.
Let me see what I got here. Yeah, that sounds like it.
There you go.
Yeah, we can do that.
And you do that fancy thing with your fingers. You make them fly. That was so good.
Well, we didn't get to the questions you're going to have to answer if you're going for a job. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala. I hear you laughing in there.
Rain last night.
Oh, it didn't. Why do you say that?
Because little Johnny's in the backyard playing in that big mud puddle.
Did you leave the hose on?
No, the neighbor borrowed it yesterday.
Wait, is that the side where the septic
Johnny, get out of there!
Having septic problems? At Mike Scott Plumbing, we can make those septic worries disappear. We can pump your septic tank, repair your drain field, and, if needed, even install a whole new system. At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't take crap from anyone. We take it from everyone. 237-2888. Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. The president's former personal attorney goes before the House Oversight Committee this morning.
Based on the 20 pages of prepared remarks on the question of Russia.